My name's Paul Helmke, and I'm president of the Brady Campaign to Prevent Gun Violence. We faced a tragedy a year ago today when 32 people were murdered and so many were injured. But we face that same tragedy every day in this country when over 32 people are murdered by guns. And part of what makes last year's tragedy even more tragic is the fact that we should have seen it coming. The individual that committed the killings had been found by a court to be a danger to himself or others because of mental illness. That's a category that Congress 40 years ago said should be prohibited from having a gun. That's a category that Congress 15 years ago said should be entered into a background check system, the Brady background check system. And it's a category that 10 years ago, 11 years ago, the Supreme Court said states weren't required to file with the federal system because the NRA fought the Brady bill. And once they did that, it was up to the states to file these names on their own, and Virginia didn't do it. And it wasn't just Virginia. Most of our states do a lousy job. Only 10 to 20% of the mentally ill and dangerous people in this country, only 10 to 20% of those names are in the background check system. We should have seen it coming. The killer's roommates, the killer's professors knew that this was a person that shouldn't have a gun. But we don't even have a law that asks that kind of question. It's tougher to get a job at McDonald's or to buy Sudafed at the pharmacy than it is to get a gun in this country. We should have seen it coming. And the tragedy can compound itself if we allow this to continue. Because when someone, as the senator said, goes into a gun show and goes up to the so-called private seller and doesn't have to do a background check, we're waiting for this to happen again. And the greatest tragedy of all is not learning from the tragedy a year ago. We can make a difference. People are lying down here, people are lying down around the country to call attention to our lax gun laws, to call attention to the fact that it's too easy for dangerous people to get dangerous weapons in this country. We, the people, can make a difference. And we're going to start today. Thank you for being here. Thank you.